I've made like 700 videos about weed. I'm an extremely trustworthy and qualified source when it comes to this stuff. So trust me when I say I can tell you exactly what smoking truly be like. So back in the day before my ex-wife left me, when I was a spry young boy, I used to believe all sorts of deceitful lies the world would feed me about weed. The first lie was that it comes in the forms of plants and gummies, and that's it. Once you get into deeper and higher level za smoking, you find out that there's actually 1 gazillion different methods to smoke weed. You got the classic plant and gummies, of course, but then there's also the globular oil weed that you use for dabs. There's spray weed that you squirt under your tongue. Hash is like this resin shit. They have vaporizers for plants as well as oil. There is just so many methods, and to be honest, I don't even know all of them. On top of smoking methods, there's also different strands and hybrids that the people will lead you to believe produce different kinds of highs that vary in effects and quality. And now, this is probably controversial, but I'm gonna be honest, and in my professional opinion, I don't know about all that. When it comes to sativa, indica, bongs, joints, the whole 9, I never really feel a difference. For me, being high is always the same shit, different toilet, if you know what I mean. There's only really 2 variables I've noticed affect my high. The first being the intensity. It probably goes without saying, but if you take a little pen hit compared to a big bong rip, you're gonna feel the stronger one way more than the weaker one. And the second and more important factor is the environmental factors. Where you are really determines how the high feels. This one time after school, I went over to a friend's house and did a little epic smoky time. And by the time dinner came around, I was still high. So I had to sit at the dinner table with this dude's family and act like I was sober, overthinking every little decision I made. And when you're staring at a pile of mashed potatoes, trying to figure out if eating it with a fork as opposed to a spoon makes you come off like more of a human being, it's not a good environment. But when you're in the comfort of your own bed, free from all societal expectations, it just makes the high hit differently. The people that you're with are also a major environmental factor in determining your high. And under all circumstances, do not smoke with weed people. I see the irony in this considering my channel, but trust me guys, I'm more than my internet persona. When you smoke with weed people that make their entire personalities about weed, you just end up doing nothing but smoking. And once you're high and realize that this is all you're doing, you're gonna get depressed and start questioning what the purpose of everything is. And these people are always the ones that swear that they can just stop at any time and that weed isn't addictive. Bruh. You can be addicted to eating rocks. You can be addicted to chewing on literal sand from the ocean. Of course, weed can be addictive. Do not believe their slop in propaganda. That's the most brain dead thing someone can say. But at the same time, these dudes can just walk amongst society high at all times and just live like that. And I don't know how they do it. I'll be roaming amok my 6th period American literature curriculum, and dudes will be hitting the pen whilst deciphering the societal implications and commentaries of classic literature. Maybe there's some high-level powers of weed I haven't unlocked yet, but all I can do is eat yummy food and laugh at funny videos while my head is empty when I'm high. So let's say you've got your smoking method decided. You're in a comfortable environment and you're not with weed people. Once you smoke and the effects start settling in, you're gonna be feeling all good and cozy. Your brain will probably be a little bit empty and your thoughts will be a little more caveman-like. When you get high for the first time, you're gonna mentally become a lot like a big boss baby and everything is gonna be really funny to you. And after a minute, the munchies will come in and you will eat like a goddamn monster. And no matter how much of the food that you're eating is slop, it's gonna taste like gourmet 5-star cuisine. It's gonna be so good. You'll experience heightened sensory perceptions. After what you think is an hour passes, you're gonna look at your phone and realize that it's actually only been 5 minutes because your perception of time is fucked up. But also, your concentration and motor skills are gonna be even more fucked up. You won't be able to move around very easily. Sometimes if you smoke enough, you'll get this lag effect. Moving your body will feel way slower than your brain actually thinks it is. Just don't smoke too much or you'll inevitably get scared and anxious despite your environment and probably think that you're gonna die. Trust me, It's happened to myself, and it's not something you want to go through. In my opinion, the best way to view weed is as an enhancer. If you're in an uncomfortable situation, it will only make it more uncomfortable. But if you're with your boys, maybe getting a little Vic Roy on the battlefield, getting into a little questing and mischief, it'll make you feel like you are truly killing real human beings in Fortnite. Just don't smoke too much, pace yourself, and you'll be all right. Okay, that's the video. Subscribe. Bye.